an ancient evil cult, a volcanic floating stone, and a magical extra-dimensional portal. It could be awesome. Welcome back on the MBM channel. I have to be honest with you. For this week's episode, I had no idea about the content to create. So I decided to paint some miniatures that I had been keeping for a long time in my pile of shame. I'm talking about these North Star figures for Frostgrave, the skirmish game, in which a group of factions fight against each other in an icy, frosted settings in order to collect treasures, gain powers, and glory. After painting my cultists, I began to envision the environment, the place where they probably live and they pray their ancient gods and join rituals, but I didn't want to design everything in details. I prefer to let my imagination running free through the XPS foam and other hobby materials, playing with shapes, adjusting the architecture of the structure, and fixing some mistakes that I probably could have avoided if I followed a well-defined plan for this project. But I love to follow my mood, my inspiration. I love spending a little bit time trying to fixing my mistakes, try to finding alternative solution, and try to improve my skills and pushing my limits over my comfort zone. So before taking action, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, especially if you are new to this garage. It will help me to grow the channel and improve the quality of our contents. So thank you in advance. But now let's float away with our evil temple. This is not a complicated project, but you will need to use your favorite tools and gears. But if you don't have it, just use your utility knife and you'll be fine. You will find the link in the box description below about the gear, the tools and materials that I'm using in this tutorial. If you're new to the channel, remember that a lot of these techniques are already well explained in my previous videos, so maybe you can subscribe and take a look to my entire gallery. During the entire project, I changed my mind several times. cutting chunks of foam and changing position of the stones or of the entire structure, just because I haven't had a plan. I mean, you can do it in this way. It's maybe a little bit more complicated, but as I say at the beginning of the video, it's much more fun for me, because in this way I push myself over my limits and I force myself to finding solution, to fixing problems, and to avoid any kind of future mistake about specific things. But of course, if you want to save time, at least material, you can use a plan, a good plan. And probably everything it will be much more quick, much more fast. But I think it's a good exercise for our brain, you know. In this way you will force your brain to find solution, to avoid mistakes, to react really quickly to the problem that you have in front of your project. So, you know, it's a different way to approach to our hobby. This rolling pin from Green Stuff World, it's really useful, but it works better with some clay or dust or material like this. But with some strength you can try to use it with your XPS foam. You can build your own walls using the same techniques, bricks by bricks. Very long and tedious process, but you know, the results will be very super cool. Remember to use a low temperature hot glue gun for your XPS foam, especially in these small details part, because the high temperature can melt your foam, and I don't think that you will like the result. measures, the thickness and the proportion of this project depends by your taste. This is the reason why I don't give you any kind of references about the measures. It's up to you. Another thing that I totally suggest you to do is don't limit your imagination, don't limit yourself. If you want to add more details during the entire project, or if you want to go back at the very beginning of the project and maybe change a few things, do it. I consider myself an H.P. Lovecraft cultist, if you understand what I mean. So for this project, using one of the Call of Cthulhu books about the magic and rituals, for me it was like obvious, a kind of tribute to the master of the cosmic horrors. the father of the great old ones. A lot of my techniques are still by other master crafters, like tabletop witchcraft, black magic craft, deaths and dice, and you can easily find all of those great artists on YouTube. So I suggest you to take a look to their profiles, to their pages, to their channels. You will find great, super great stuff. This tutorial don't wanna be really super detailed, because as I say since the beginning of this video, I would like to push you to use your imagination, your creativity. Just use this video as a general reference for your project, and you will have a lot of fun, trust me. And now we are at the ending part of this project. We need to paint our model. The very first thing to do is protect our model with a blend of wood glue, water and acrylic paint. It will help you to protect your model, increasing the durability of the model. Allows you to use some spray cans on the XPS foam. I don't know if you know it, but if you use the spray cans with the propeller inside directly splashed on the XPS foam without protecting, well, you melt the XPS foam. The chemical reaction will burn, will melt your foam. So this is the reason why we use this kind of coverage, because in this way you will save your model. The next steps are quite easy to understand. I don't think that you will need any kind of suggestion or, you don't need to hear my broken English voice explain you some obvious things. But I invite you to drop me a message or a comment in the box below if you have doubts or if you have questions. It would be my pleasure to answer you as soon as possible. I've skipped intentionally a few details painting parts because I don't think that we are here for painting techniques. I think you are here for understand how to create something from just an idea. Trying to develop our creativity and, challenge ourselves. And another episode is floated away. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If yes, smash the like button, leave a comment in the box below. I really love to read your comments and getting feedbacks and suggestions and critics. Everything is well accepted. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it's really important for me and for our growing community. So thank you. Thank you. I wish you a great week full of fun with your favorite games, full of really cool crafts, and just enjoy our hobby. I see you in the next. Ciao!